I'm satisfied with this signboard. My name's Kohei Yokoyama. I'm 30 years old and just opened my store, a long-held dream of mine. Starting today, I'm going to work hard to make Cafe and Dining Co. a success. The style of my restaurant is to target moms during lunchtime by serving lunch plates and sweets, and to target salarymen in the evening with a menu of Western dishes and drinks. I finally achieved my dream of opening a restaurant, and I felt incredibly happy. Of course, I'm confident in my cooking skills, but I know that's not enough to make sales. That's why I put a lot of effort into advertising. I created social media accounts for the restaurant, aiming to attract more female customers with attractive photo posts. I also plan to distribute discount coupons through stories. Additionally, I placed flyers in mailboxes with discount coupons attached. Moreover, I decided to hold a grand opening fair. So, with all this effort put into advertising, I thought I could attract customers, but customers aren't coming at all. 2 weeks after opening, only a few groups of customers had visited. A few customers with discount coupons came, but there are still no repeat visitors. Every day, I prepare the ingredients, but most of it ends up being thrown away, leaving me with nothing but a silent store and a daily loss. Why is this happening? There are a lot of people passing by, and I thought I got a good location. Is my cooking not good enough? No, that can't be. One day, as I was about to put up the store's signboard, I overheard some women passing by saying something that caught my attention.
Oh, another store has changed? Cafe and dining? I didn't know there was a place like this here. I wonder how long it will last this time.
Huh? What do you mean by that? Curious about what the woman said, I decided to look up the history of the stores that had been in this tenant space. It turns out that this place, which I thought was a good location, had been home to several failed restaurants. The real estate agent didn't mention anything, but of course, they wouldn't if they wanted to close a deal. Some stores didn't even last 3 months. No wonder the rent was so cheap despite the location. Oh, I should have asked more questions about the old building. I want to punch my past self. But no, the location is still good. There are a lot of people passing by, so I just need to hang in there. There's no time to stand still. Determined to get customers somehow, I took every spare moment to hand out flyers. Cafe Dining Co. just opened recently. We're offering opening discounts right now. We've got delicious original sweets, so please stop by if you can. Oh, I'm in a hurry today. Maybe next time. I didn't give up despite the red ink and continued handing out flyers every day. I also kept updating social media. Then one day, in the quiet store, the sound of the doorbell echoed after a long time. That day, a customer finally came in during lunchtime after quite a while. I was excited to give them the best service I could and looked up to see who had entered. But then, I was shocked. A super delinquent looking girl just walked in. With blonde hair, a scutcheon jacket, and lots of piercings, she looked like a typical delinquent girl. Welcome! Are you alone? Please feel free to sit anywhere you like. She nodded slightly to my greeting. After looking around the store, she sat at the end of the counter. She stared at the menu for a while, and then looked up at me with a frown.
What's the recommendation here?
Well, it might seem a bit heavy for the season, but I recommend the fluffy omelette rice. It's my specialty, with an omelette filled with cheese, making it really creamy.
Then I'll have that.
Got it! Since it was a long-awaited customer, I put extra effort into the cooking. Here you go, fluffy omelette rice. When I placed it in front of her, she just stared at it silently. Please take your time and enjoy it. Sitting at the counter, I was curious about her reaction, so I secretly watched her. And then...
Delicious!
She muttered softly as she took a bite of the omelette rice, her face relaxing into a smile. Ah, thank goodness. Seeing her show such a happy expression for a moment, I felt relieved. Seeing a customer's delighted face is one of the rewards of running a restaurant, I think.
Thank you for the meal.
Thank you very much. She finished the omelette rice perfectly. We didn't talk much after that, but looking at the empty plate, I could tell she was satisfied. In the end, she was the only customer that day. But, remembering that smile, I felt motivated to do my best again tomorrow. After that, the girl started coming to the restaurant every day during lunchtime. We offered takeout as well, and sometimes she orders takeout when she doesn't have classes in the afternoon. At first, I was too scared of her appearance to even talk to her, but eventually, she started responding to my greetings.
Hello?
Oh, welcome! I finally gathered the courage to ask her name, and it turns out she is Lara Yoisaki, a student at a nearby women's college about a 10-minute walk from here. Will it be the usual today?
Yeah, I'll have the usual omelet rice.
She always came alone and sat at the counter. She always ordered the same dish, the fluffy omelet rice that she first ordered. But now, she had started talking a bit, and I realized that despite her flashy appearance and quiet demeanor, she's actually a nice person. Lara-chan usually comes to the store a little after noon, and after finishing her meal, she spends a little time reading her textbooks. That day, I placed a plate with cheesecake near Lara-chan, who had just opened her textbook. This is a cheesecake I'm currently testing. Please feel free to have it as dessert if you like.
Huh? Really?
It's just a test, so there's no charge. In return, I would like to hear your honest feedback.
Thanks!
When Lara-chan is eating something delicious, her usually intimidating aura softens. Watching her happily enjoy the food makes me feel happy too.
The texture of the rare cheese is perfect! And I like the hint of lemon that comes through.
Really? I'm glad you liked it.
Personally, I think it could be a bit firmer.
I see. Got it. Thank you.
You're really dedicated.
Yeah, I want to confidently serve the best food to my customers. So I don't want to cut corners on my studies or cooking research.
That kind of dedication really makes you look like a true professional chef. It's cool.
Really? Thanks. The delicious food brought us closer, and we gradually became friends. One day...
Hey Kohei-san, was it always your dream to open a restaurant?
Lara-chan asked me this while she was eating spaghetti, which was unusual for her to order. Yeah, it was. There wasn't a special reason, but I guess it all started because I like cooking. After attending a culinary school, I spent 3 years in Italy, and then worked at Costa.
Huh? You mean at that famous place? Wow, that's impressive. So, your parents supported you? Or were they chefs too?
She seemed interested in the story, so I smiled and shook my head. No, not at all. My mom is a housewife, and my dad is just an ordinary salaryman. But even a non-expert can tell that running a restaurant is tough, so they were really against it. It was a tough time, I tell her, remembering those days.
So you went ahead and opened this restaurant despite your parents' opposition?
No, I kept studying for the business and learning how to cook while continuously persuading them. It wasn't easy, but eventually, they accepted my passion.
I see. That's amazing.
Huh, I wonder. Looking back, I think there was some stubbornness involved too. I felt frustrated, like my parents didn't believe in my passion or even in me. But I also understood that they were worried about me, so I didn't want to dismiss their concerns. So I kept talking it out and expressing my feelings. Right now, my goal is to stabilize the business and make them feel relieved, since their worries are somewhat justified. The more I talk about it, the less it feels like something worth sharing. It's kind of embarrassing. As I scratched my head, Lara gave me a sincere and beautiful smile.
No, I think it's a really wonderful story. You didn't cut ties with your parents, you convinced them and chose the path you wanted to live.
Thanks. Both are really important to me.
Both are really important.
Lara seemed to be reflecting on my words as if savoring them.
Yeah, it's really wonderful. It's time! It's time! It's time!
Whoa, what the heck? The sudden loud voice breaks the silence, and I jump in surprise. Lara says, and reaches for her phone.
It's an alarm to remind me to prepare for my afternoon class.
That's a pretty unique alarm sound, huh?
Well, I've got afternoon classes, so I have to go.
Lara gathers her things and stands up. After paying the bill, she heads out as usual. I was about to see her off, but then she suddenly turned back to me.
Thank you, Kohei-san.
Huh? Oh, thank you too, as always. Come back again, Lara-chan. I was confused by her sudden thanks, but she just smiled warmly in response. Wondering about the unusual behavior, I watched her leave for university. A few days later, Lara-chan suddenly stopped coming to the store. She had been coming every day, so when she didn't come at all, it really bothered me. I hope it wasn't something I said that was too heavy for her. Even though she stopped coming, the situation with few customers remained unchanged. My priority now should be how to attract more customers. But I couldn't get her last smile out of my mind. I can't go on like this. I decided to stay up all night thinking about new ways to promote the store. A few weeks later, something unexpected happened.
Arrabbiata, please.
And a Caesar salad, and hamburger steak with grated radish sauce. Got it, please wait a moment. For some reason, my store suddenly started thriving. Sometimes it was even fully booked, and I was now urgently looking to hire more staff. Sorry for the wait, here's your arrabbiata. The hamburger steak will be ready in just a bit.
Wow, this looks delicious. I really love the arrabbiata here.
I wasn't familiar with arrabbiata before, but it smells so good.
Really? Could we get a small plate? I'd love for him to try some.
Of course. Most of the repeat customers were relatively affluent people, like university professors. Sometimes young students would come by too. People even came from far away, though I still didn't understand why. It wasn't the target demographic I initially aimed for, but I was having a very fulfilling time. One day, during this busy period, after finishing the lunch shift and taking a short break. Welcome! Sorry, but the lunch shift is over. We'll reopen for dinner at
Hello, Kohei-san.
Lara-chan! It was Lara-chan at the entrance, visiting for the first time in about a month.
Sorry to bother you during your break. I wanted to talk to you about something. Is now a good time?
Sure, come on in. It's hot outside. I led the three of them to a table. After bringing them some tea, Lara-chan began to speak.
Let me introduce you to my parents.
Noticing the resemblance, I guessed they might be her parents, and I bowed my head slightly.
We came together today to thank you, Kohei-san. Kohei-san, you saved me. Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you. I'm Lara's father.
And I'm her mother. Thank you for taking care of Lara.
No, thank you. Lara-chan has always been a great help to me as well. But did I do something that deserves this level of thanks from you all? I thought about it for a moment, but had no idea what they could be thanking me for. Lara met my gaze, then shyly scratched her cheek.
On the last day I came here, I asked you about how you opened your store. Right, Kohei-san?
Yeah, you stopped coming after that, so I was worried I might have said something wrong.
No, it was the opposite actually.
The opposite? What do you mean?
I have a dream to become a designer after graduation and eventually start my own brand. But when I talked to my parents about it, they opposed the idea.
She was talking about her own dream. That's why she was so interested in how I dealt with my parents when opening the store. I may be young, but I run a company. It's called the Yoisaki Hotel Group. What? The Yoisaki Hotel? The Yoisaki Hotel Group is currently one of the fastest growing hotel groups in Japan. I recently saw a news article online about them expanding overseas. I founded the company, but in the early days, it was a struggle. We were in the red, and it was hard just to get enough to eat. I also caused my wife a lot of hardship. It was tough just surviving.
Starting your own brand isn't something to be taken lightly. Nowadays, the hotel business is going well, but we couldn't support our daughter's dream of becoming a designer because we feared she would struggle as we did.
If she was going to walk a thorny path, we would rather have her work at our company and live comfortably.
I understood where they were coming from, but not being supported was frustrating. I even thought about cutting ties with them, but when I heard Kohei-san's story, it hit me. I realized I hadn't tried everything yet. Giving up just because they opposed me once was stupid. Both my parents' feelings and my dream are important, So why not talk it out until we're all satisfied?
Lara-chan smiled brightly. A smile that was hard to believe came from the same person who first entered the store. So, your mind cleared up, huh?
Our daughter repeatedly talked to us about her dream. It might have been the first time she ever opened up to us like that.
She was so determined to pursue her dream, and we were surprised. We always saw her as our cute little girl, but she's grown up now.
Seeing her work so hard towards something made us realize it would be unsupportive to oppose her.
So, does that mean...
Yes, they said they'd support me. It's all thanks to you, Kohei-san. Really, thank you so much.
With that, Lara-chan and her parents bowed deeply to me. I felt like I had been saved somehow, understanding Lara-chan's feelings. And we really wanted to thank you, Kohei-san. Lara-chan's parents raised their heads and said something unbelievable.
We thought about what we could do to show our gratitude, and we decided to promote your store for you.
Huh? So that's why! I was surprised by their words. It made sense now. That's why there was suddenly an increase in customers. Our daughter told us about your situation, Kohei-san. We thought that would be the best way to thank you.
Do you remember when she took out food from your store? We also had some, and it was so delicious that we knew your cooking was excellent.
Thank you so much. I had no idea it was thanks to your promotion that my store got more customers. I thought the increase in customers was solely due to their promotion, but soon after, I learned it wasn't just that. But you see, just promoting blindly wouldn't have had the same effect. So, we humbly started by analyzing your target demographic. Huh?
Despite how good your food is, the fact that the store was empty meant either the target demographic was wrong or the store's layout made it uninviting. The latter would require major renovations, but the former could be fixed with a slight adjustment. And it turns out we were right. Kohei-san, you said you were targeting moms during the day and salarymen at night, right? I found out about this place because you handed me a flyer, but the extremely low prices made me hesitate.
Lara-chan was right. I nodded quietly. It may seem like a safe bet, but this area has a lot of wealthy people. The main station is next door, and it's easy to misunderstand the main demographic here. I see. Oh, is that why there are so many independent shops around here too? It might be because of the area, but I think it's related. I finally understood. I had attracted the wrong crowd with my cheap coupons. The right move was to promote my experiences, like training in Italy and working at the Mirakota. So, we reached out to our friends, employees, and business partners who fit your target demographic.
I recommended it to a professor. They were thrilled to find out about such a place.
Seeing how much thought they put into promoting my store made me feel deeply grateful, and I felt a lump in my throat. Thank you. Because of you, we are almost fully booked every day, and I'm short on staff. If this keeps up, the business might stabilize, and I could finally invite my parents. I still need to be careful for the next 3 years, but I think I can finally put their minds at ease. Once people know about it and try your food, I'm sure they'll become loyal customers.
Have confidence in your cooking. It's really delicious. We'll keep coming back too.
Hearing these words from life veterans and business pros like Lara's parents, I couldn't hold back my tears any longer. Since then, Lara has started coming to the store again, sitting at her usual spot at the counter. And today, she's here again before the dinner rush. Her parents are coming too.
What should I order? With my parents here, I can try the things I usually pass on. So many choices.
Oh, I baked a chiffon cake earlier, because I knew your parents were coming.
What? I want that! Thanks, Kohei! Hey, Kohei. You know, at first, I came to this store because no one else was here.
Hey! I couldn't help but react to her sudden confession.
Wait, that's not what I meant. Of course the food was delicious, but that's not what I'm trying to say.
Then what?
Well, at some point, I started looking forward to the time we spent together. Just the two of us. But now that's not really possible, is it? So
Huh? I'm not dense enough to miss what she's implying.
With me?
Just as Lara is about to say it, a door chime interrupts.
Good evening.
We were so excited we came right at opening time. Wait, were we interrupting? At the exact moment the store opened, Lara's parents entered. I snapped back to reality and hurriedly composed myself, greeting them with a welcome.
Were we in the way? No, not at all.
Lara moves to the table with her parents and starts discussing the menu recommendations. More customers arrive, eagerly anticipating the food they're about to enjoy. While watching them, I take a moment to send a message to my parents. Dad, Mom, I opened the store. I'll treat you. So please, come and try it soon. Fulfilling a dream isn't easy. That's why people weigh the time and effort it takes against the dream itself.
Kohei,
There's no absolute answer, but I believe there's one thing you must never ignore. That's each person's feelings. When opinions clash, take a step back and consider why the other person feels that way. By respecting each other's feelings, you can maintain strong connections for a lifetime. Phew, I haven't been here in a while. I was born in this countryside town. In elementary school, we moved to the city for my father's job. 20 years passed, and I was already 32. My parents have passed away. I haven't had a girlfriend since becoming an adult. My job was just a normal job. So, why was I, Kazuma Nanase, back in this town? Well, I kinda ended up quitting my job. What? Huh? What am I doing? I had nothing to offer and nothing I wanted to do. The parents I wanted to repay are gone, so I just let everything go. What am I doing? What should I do now? I kept telling myself I was being dumb. Where was I gonna live? Well...
Oh, Kazuma, you're so big now. I took care of the house you guys lived in.
She always took care of us when we lived here, Grammy Tsurue. We lived in a rented house. Grammy Tsurue was the landlord. She was letting me live there for a very reasonable price. Long time no see, Grammy Tsurue. Grammy Tsurue, she hasn't changed since I last saw her. I think. Wait.
You've got a look.
No, it's nothing. I'm glad you're well. She must be a protective spirit of this town. I forced myself to believe it. I finished unpacking and took a walk. I smelled freshly baked bread. This bakery near my house has been around for a long time. I was happy to see it hasn't changed. Hello, you're still in business. Memories.
Welcome. Oh, is this your first time here? I'm sorry about the state of the place.
Oh no, sorry, that was rude of me. Actually, I used to live around here. I just came back.
I see. The place closed once. I decided to run the place again.
This was Hiyori Tsubaki. She said she came back here 2 years ago. When I was in elementary school, this shop was run by a different couple. They weren't her parents. They aren't here anymore. I wanted to see them. Oh well. Of course the town would change with time. It was a little sad, but inevitable. Hiyori-san was very nice, and the bread was good. I fell in love with the place again. Whoa, I remember this. It's a little different, but basically the same. I started going to the bakery every day. On this day, I bought some bread, walked around, and found a familiar park. Let me eat my bread and think about my life. I stepped into the familiar park for the first time in 20 years. Whoa, are you okay? I took a few steps to see a man collapse on the ground. He looked rough. I didn't remember a suspicious man like this in my hometown. But I couldn't just leave him, so I ran over. Thanks for helping me. I've been walking for a few days, so I was exhausted. He said his name was Kotaro. I guess he was homeless. Have you always been here? No, I was by the river in a different town before this. You? What are you doing here? I see. You lived in a city with your parents and quit your job. Yes, I was thinking I wanted to pay them back. It's a little late though. You have regrets, huh? Your parents must be happy to have a son like you. My eyes were getting hot. I haven't cried once since my parents passed. Thank you for listening to me. Don't worry about it. I have time if not anything else. It was fun talking to you. Take this if you want. There's this bakery I like near here. It's old, a hidden gem. Bakery? Yes, it's so good. Do you not like bread? No, I love it. I'll take it. Thank you. His kind eyes peeked through his long hair. I thought he looked surprised, but maybe not. We talked some more, and I asked if he wanted to stay over, but he declined. We parted ways, and I headed home. Quit his job. Everyone goes through that kind of thing. Don't be like me, young man. Yum. He ate the bread and mumbled to himself. One day, I went to Hiyori's bakery like always. Hello, Hiyori-san. Is something wrong?
Oh? Kazuma-kun. Sorry, I was thinking.
She said business has been tough and unstable. After that, I would discuss business with Hiyori-san whenever I could.
Oh? You're here too! Grammy Tsudere! Hello, how are you? There's gonna be a town event in that park soon. Do you want to sell there?
Oh, this is it, Hiyori-san. I worked as a business consultant in my last workplace. It's fine that I quit and came back here, but I still haven't decided what I was gonna do. If I can help the place that I love, there might still be something I can do. Get your name out there. It's the first step. I'll help out, so why not?
Kazuma-kun, thank you. You're so reliable.
So, there's gonna be an event here. I thought I could help, so I'm helping with the event. I was talking with Kotaro at the park. He said he'll be here for a while. I like bread, but I don't know a lot, so I'm gonna study a little. Kotaro usually didn't talk much, but he started rambling. I recommend red bean bread. Red bean bread? Do you like it? I like it too. Red bean bread. Of course I do, but that's not it. It's not just delicious. Red beans 60 to 65% sugar. This sugar is very powerful. It makes it difficult for bacteria to spread. Most sweetbreads have preservatives, but red bean bread. Kotaro-san, you know a lot. Sorry, it just came out. No, tell me more. I want to work hard for that shop. Why do you care so much about that place? I used to go there when I was young, until I moved in elementary school. I don't remember much, but the couple there was very nice to me. Sadly, that couple isn't there anymore. I couldn't see them. I see. You have fond memories. Yes, the husband and wife are good people. I called them Butterman and Jam Lady. That's different. Right? The husband also liked red bean bread. Kazuma, a new face for you! He would always make me laugh like that. For some reason, that made us laugh a lot. This day, we were talking about that event. Grammy Tsurue was here too. I thought about it, and I think it would be good to have something people can enjoy. There are a lot of ways for people to make bread at home, so maybe we can do a bread making thing.
That's good. Children and adults can do that. Oh, that sounds fun. I'm excited.
Grammy Tsurue and I walked toward my home. By the way, there's a man I see at the park. He's homeless.
Really? I pass by that park sometimes. but I don't see anyone. Is it anyone suspicious?
I don't think he's dangerous. He's very kind. He knows a lot about bread. He looks quite rough, but he always has a lily hair clip in his hair. Grammy Tsurue's eyes widened.
What's that man's name?
Huh? His name is Kotaro-san.
Ah, so he's back.
What? Grammy Tsurue?
I'll tell you the rest later. I need to go somewhere.
What? Wait, Grammy Tsurue? I wonder what happened. Grammy Tsurue suddenly turned around and left silently. I could feel that she didn't want me to follow, so I headed home. Kotaro-san, I hope he comes to the event. 2 weeks until the town event in the park. Hiyori-san worked tirelessly to prepare for the bread making event. Hiyori-san, I hope you're getting sleep.
I'm fine. Thank you. I want them to enjoy it.
I helped out with the bakery and the event. 2 weeks passed by quickly. Whoa! So many people, Hiyori-san!
Yeah, you're right. So many kids. I hope they have fun.
Kotaro-san, did he leave already? I wanted to talk to him one more time. These past 2 weeks, I didn't see Kotaro-san at the park. I looked around, but I couldn't find Kotaro-san. I was a bit sad. Hiyori-san, are you okay? Suddenly, Hiyori-san held her arm and let out a sound. She seemed to be in a lot of pain.
I'm fine. I tested a lot of recipes. I might have overdone it.
Baking is a physical task. Kneading the dough, it takes a toll on the body. That's not okay. If anything happened here.
But I have to be here.
Hiyori-san said she wanted to do the event. Then...
Don't worry, he's here.
What? Grammy Tsurue came. Next to her. What? You? No way! Hey, Kazuma-kun. It was the homeless man from the park, Kotaro-san. His hair was still long, but properly tied back. He looked clean. What happened? I was worried because I haven't seen you around. Sorry, Grammy found me.
Kotaro, you were back. I was worried.
Grammy? Sorry. Ow! Grammy?
Shut up and follow me. You're a mess. Bath first, then eat, okay?
What? No, Grammy! Wait, you're so strong! She dragged me away. I've been in her care since. Who is Grammy Tsurue? I could tell he was handsome, but now that he's clean, he really is.
He used to be a baker. I brought him here to help out.
What? Kotaro-san, you were a baker? I shouted. Kotaro-san scratched his head.
Yeah? Hiyori-chan knows, right?
What? I looked over at her. She was looking at Kotaro-san in shock.
Kotaro-san! It's me, Hiyori Tsubaki. Do you remember me?
Yeah, how could I forget? You've become a lovely lady, Hiyori-chan.
Kotaro-san.
Hiyori-san seemed to recognize Kotaro-san. She had tears in her eyes.
Okay, there's a lot to be said, but the event's going to start soon. Kotaro, Hiyori-chan hurt her arm. Can you?
Okay, Hiyori-chan, may I? I'll model the bread making, so you can stand next to me and explain to them.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks to Kotaro-san, the event started on schedule. Many people recognized Kotaro-san and talked to him.
Kotaro-san's movements. I have a long way to go.
Not only the participants, but Hiyori-san was mesmerized by Kotaro-san's bread making.
Are you okay, Kazuma? You're staring off into space.
Oh, no. I just didn't think Kotaro-san was the owner of that baker. I never realized.
Of course not. You met him in elementary school. Kotaro's changed a lot.
Not just his looks. I guess I never knew that bakery owner's real name.
You always called him Butterman. Oh, memories.
Grammy Tsurue watched Hiyori and Kotaro.
Hiyori-chan worked part-time at that shop in high school. That girl was loved by Kotaro, and especially Yuriko-san.
Yuriko-san is the lady I used to call Jam Lady, Kotaro-san's wife.
2 years ago, Hiyori-chan came back to this town as a baker, but Kotaro's shop was closed. I happened to pass by. Oh, Hiyori-chan! You've gotten prettier. Grandma Tsurue! The bakery, the owners. Hiyori-chan told me she wanted to reopen the bakery herself.
Grammy Tsurue owned that place. She believed Kotaro-san would come back, so she had left it alone. I asked Grammy what I had been longing to ask. Grammy, the jam lady, what's Yuriko-san doing now? Grammy Tsurue looked over at Kotaro-san sadly.
Yuriko-san passed away 5 years ago. Kotaro suddenly closed up shop and left the town around then.
Why he became homeless, the sudden death of his beloved wife. Bread, I haven't made it in a while. I guess it's been 5 years. It's been quite a while, but bread making was in Kotaro-san's bones.
Wow! His bread looks so good!
Yeah, not like mine. That's so cool. What? Really? Yours looks very good.
You're amazing! Your hands are magic!
A person's hands look like magic when they are creating. The child's words were so innocent. Kotaro-san's hand stopped.
Kazuma-kun, you came again? Thank you. Here, Kotaro's special red bean bread, the yummiest bread in the world.
Thank you, Jam Lady, Butterman! Your new face! Kotaro-san, our shared memories. Yuriko-san had the power to make anyone smile. Yuriko-san always confidently handed me Kotaro-san's bread. That's why I felt like Kotaro-san's bread was the best.
Kotaro is a genius. #1 in bread making. Kotaro, your hands are magic. I love the bread that you make.
Man, maybe I can use magic because I have you. Oh yeah, the lily in Kotaro-san's hair.
Mister? Are you hurt? Are you okay?
Kotaro-san's tears quietly fell to the ground. I'm okay. Thank you all. Kotaro-san lost his beloved wife. He must have felt like the sun would never rise again. The gaping hole in his heart made him throw everything away. The reason he became homeless was so sad. It taught me about the warmth in his love. The bread making event and the town event was a hit. At sunset, Kotaro-san put his hands together in front of a headstone. It was Yuriko-san's death anniversary. Yuriko, I'm back. He left a town that was touched by Yuriko-san. When her death anniversary was near, he would secretly come back. On his 5th year, he met me.
I knew you were the one placing incense by Yuriko-san's headstone.
Grammy, for taking care of Yuriko's grave, for keeping our shop. Thank you.
Thank her.
What? Grammy smiled. Kotaro-san turned around.
Welcome home, Kotaro-san.
Hiyori-chan? The traditional Japanese clothes that Yuriko-san had loved. Hiyori had them on and smiled.
Welcome back, Kotaro. I've been waiting, you know.
Yuriko. At sunset, Kotaro-san thought he saw the woman who had loved him deeply. Welcome back, Butterman.
Kazuma, you really ruined the mood.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. Kazuma-kun, sorry I didn't tell you. I'm happy you've grown into a kind young man. Oh, Butterman! Are you gonna keep calling me that? Hiyori-chan, thank you for reviving my shop.
I just did it. Will you work there again?
Me? I gave up on that shop once.
Dummy! No one here is trying to take your place. Come home, Kotaro.
Thank you. Kotaro-san's homeless life came to a close. As for me, I got connected to a businessman through the event. They said they wanted me to help out as a business consultant. Now, I work as a consultant, but I want to start my own company someday.
Kazuma, hi! Take this!
Hiyori, thank you. I want to eat it fresh, but I'll eat it for lunch. Hiyori-chan and I got closer after the event, and now we were dating. I lost my parents. I felt lost because I couldn't repay them, so I quit my job. Kotaro-san lost his wife. He ran away from reality. Kotaro-san and I had similar experiences. Maybe we were alike.
Kotaro, your life with Yuriko lives on in those kids in this town.
My parents' love probably lives on in me. Always being grateful for my parents. Maybe that's the way I repay them.
It's been a while.
Been a while. You. A woman? Now, what would you think if your best friend, whom you thought was a man, appeared as a woman? I wouldn't believe my eyes and would think it was a dream. In fact, that's what I thought. How did I end up in this situation to meet him or her in the first place? It all started back a week ago. Haruki, do a marriage interview. You are so damn close. My name is Haruki Ueno. I'm just an ordinary office worker. I have no girlfriend, no friends, and the only people I talk to are my family and my co-workers. My father has been giving me a hard time since this morning, pressuring me to go on an arranged marriage interview. Why do I have to go through the hassle of a marriage interview? Stupid son, this is for me. What? I want to be called father and flirt with a young girl too. I want my young daughter-in-law to scratch my ears and give me massages. Hey! And yet, you don't even have a girlfriend and spend all your free time hanging around. If you're my son, bring a wife. So, go to a marriage interview. That's the worst idea I've ever heard, even as a father. And eventually, I'll have her to take care of me, and we'll take a bath together and...
What is this stupid husband talking about?
Mother, it made a dull sound and he collapsed. Is he okay?
Thus peace has come to the world, period.
Peace?
Well, but it's not a bad idea to have a marriage interview as life experience. And if you don't think it's a good fit, you can just say no. This man and I had an arranged marriage. As for choosing a partner...
Did she dodge the subject? Well, that's how I ended up going on a marriage interview. Mom has a point about life experience.
The other party is already waiting for you.
By the way, I didn't know the other person's name or face in advance, but... Well, I guess there's a marriage interview like this. The waitress urged me to go in, and a woman with a cool expression was waiting for me with a straight back. Oh, she's just a normal, beautiful person. Sorry, I'm late. After a slight gasp, her eyes widened.
Are you my partner for the marriage interview?
Yes, I am. I am Haruki Ueno.
You look nervous, don't you? So am I. Please don't just stand there. Sit down, demon lord of tyranny.
Yes, I am. Now, if you'll excuse me... What?
Oh, my name is the demon lord of tyranny. My chaotic form is the symbol of fear. My eyes strike awe into all living things, and my words become a curse. The red dragon sealed in my right hand surpasses all other magical beasts. Huh? Was this the introduction?
Ah! Embarrassing, embarrassing, embarrassing. I forgot about it. I finally forgot about it. But don't remind me. Add to my status, I'm a former patient of Chuni syndrome.
I know that feeling.
This is where I finally realized the identity of the person in front of me. You're not really Kaoru Ichigaya, are you?
You got it right. Well, it's a nostalgic reunion, isn't it?
This is a guy who was my best friend in junior high school. I met Kaoru at a cram school in a neighboring town where he went to junior high school. Well, we were Chuni syndrome buddies. A guy?
It's been a while.
Been a while? You... a woman? What? Kaoru was a man in junior high school. I see. So you dress up as a woman.
I don't think any man would come to a marriage interview session dressed as a woman, right? Besides, I'm a woman. Want to find out? I don't mind since you are my ex-best friend.
Kaoru pokes her chest out with that. I'm not going to do it. You've changed a bit, but the way you talk, the voice... Sure, you sound like Kaoru. But you know, you don't want to get involved with each other since we'd had a quarrel and split up, do you?
Haruki.
My words make the surrounding air heavy. Yes, we had a fight a long time ago, and that was the last time we saw each other. There's some incredible coincidence. You're actually a woman, and my partner for the marriage interview.
Yeah, we had a terrible fight.
I am a demon king of tyranny, Palladian of the sanctuary. Welcome. Now together, we shall struggle with the ancient mysteries that I point out to you.
This spiral is... Wait a minute! Demon Lord of Tyranny! Do you not understand?
Oh, you think you do? Then, reveal to me the riddle.
Well then, taste the power of the knowledge you have gained from my scripture! So, let's apply the formula here. Here, textbook.
Oh, this formula. The questions are too mean.
You know, when you solve past problems, it happens sometimes.
Haruki Ueno, Kaoru Ichigaya. It was a time before the entrance examinations for the third year of junior high school. We started talking at a cram school. We were brain-set buddies.
Behold, the tyrannical demon king! This book of magic. Can you understand this magic book?
Palladian of the sanctuary. You test my knowledge. Funny. I see. When a solitary man shows courage, new comrades will be born. What an easy task for this tyrannical demon king.
I mean, you know if you're brave enough to talk to someone, you've made a friend, right?
We just came from a bookstore, looking for a reference book on English, which I'm not very good at.
Haruki, the Japanese translation is totally wrong. Customers, please refrain from standing around for a long time.
At this rate, I won't be able to go to high school with you.
I don't think you need to stick with it. We won't change even if we go to different high schools.
No, I'm definitely going to the same high school with you. Watch me. I'll definitely raise my grades by fall because we're best friends. It's more fun together, right?
Haruki.
Yep, we're best friends. And I thought we'd go to the same high school and keep our friendship for a long time.
That's right. We were best friends, without a doubt. It was fun. For me, it was probably the best days of my life.
Kaoru looked up at the ceiling, as if reminiscing about the old days. Let's not do this. We've parted ways. And besides, it's a betrayal to hide the fact that you're a woman, isn't it? So I guess we never had the trust to be best friends. I'm leaving. I don't want to remember any more of this. I get up to leave.
Wait a minute. Did I ever once tell you that I'm a man? I'm not here to pick a fight with you, Haruki. I just want to talk with you, who used to be my best friend.
Kaoru's eyes seemed to be pleading with me, and I stopped. What's with that tone? It sounds like you set up this marriage interview.
That's right. I'm the one who set this up.
Why?
Otherwise you wouldn't have agreed to it, would you? Since you're so stubborn, Haruki.
Well, you're right. If Kaoru had just come to see me, I wouldn't have agreed to it as there's nothing to talk about now. Wait, my parents suddenly started talking about an arranged marriage.
Oh yeah, I went to talk to them, and they agreed. Easily. I mean, Haruki's dad... is a little creepy.
By all means, marry our boy. Oh, a young girl. My brain is going to explode. Okay. Matchmaking or whatever. Let's have an arranged marriage or rather with me. Let's do it now.
Oh, wow. That's Haruki's father indeed.
Hey, come on. What do you mean?
Because isn't it? The tyrannical demon king. Oh, terrifying. In the depths of your eyes, the flames of sealed abyss are flaring.
Kaoru says this deliberately. By the way, I said that line a long time ago. Shut up, paladin of the sanctuary. On your back is the roaring roar of an evil demon with an ugly face.
Blast out! No, let's not do this. The damage is too much for us now.
No! My dark past is coming back to haunt me! It's as if someone else is reading out loud a poem I wrote a long time ago, remembering my Chunibyo syndrome's era. The shame is that much more intense.
Anyway, Haruki, I don't want you to leave right away. If you hate me, that's fine.
Hate. Right. Come to think of it, do I hate Kaoru? A little bit of discomfort in my heart. I don't know. Hate? Do I hate this person?
At least my feelings... no. Oh, my legs go numb. Oh, ow!
Dog! Kaoru, whose legs had gone numb from sitting on the floor for so long, fell toward me, catching me by surprise. I fell down in the form of being pushed down by Kaoru. Ouch! Oh my gosh! I hit my back against the tatami mat and then realized that Kaoru's face was right in front of me.
Sorry. I guess sitting on the floor for a long time is not good if you're not used to it.
I understand. It must be hard to move your legs for a while.
I've been wanting to talk to Haruki for the past 10 years because I liked you, you know? I went to high school, then to college, then to work, but I never felt so much fun as when I was with you.
It was the same for me. The time with Kaoru was the most enjoyable, and the rest of my days were boring.
I don't know why. Even though it's been a long time since I've been with you like this, I feel uplifted when I'm with you. Maybe this is the feeling of liking. Hey, what am I saying?
Kaoru jumped back from me as if her legs had gone numb, and she's holding her cheeks with her face bright red.
Damn! I didn't mean to say this much today.
She's cute. No, what did I think just now?
Damn, Haruki! You're so good at putting me in the mood.
You just blow yourself up, don't you?
Okay, you know what? I just said something, but... I meant that is my true feelings.
Oh, you don't hide that part. However, with Kaoru's straightforwardness, my face instantly heated up.
Stop! Abort! Stop the marriage interview once and for all! I won't last if we continue with my face like this. Later. Let's meet up later.
Oh, okay. As if I was attacked by Kaoru's impatience. What a surprise. It was today. After I left Kaoru and came home, I rolled over on my bed and looked up at the ceiling. I never thought I'd see Kaoru again. She's actually a woman, and she likes me. Something doesn't feel real. It's as if I'm dreaming. While I was thinking about that, I received a notification on my phone. She said, I took a picture of me in a kimono, which is very rare, and I want to share it with you. Somehow, I thought she might have sent it to me blushing, and then I got another notification. When shall we meet again? Oh, I didn't expect to see Kaoru again like this after our fight and break up. A fight. Come to think of it, why did we fight? I tried to remember the reason for it, but it was frustratingly difficult to recall. Yes, I got an A on the mock test, Kaoru. The fall of my third year of junior high school. I finally got an A on the mock exam.
Congratulations!
Well, I studied really hard. There's a good chance I'll be able to go to the same school as Kaoru next year.
I see.
What's wrong? With Kaoru's grades, you got the same A's as me, right?
I'm sorry, Haruki. I can't go to that high school. I changed the school I want to go to, so we can't go to school together. Hey, but you know what? Even if we don't go together, we can still do things like we're doing now.
Don't be ridiculous! This is how Kaoru and I parted ways after dissolving our best friend relationship. The first and last big fight between two best friends that happened 10 years ago. Even though I can't remember it, apparently it was there in the corner of my memory. I was looking back on the fight in the form of a dream, perhaps stimulated by the meeting with Kaoru.
Oh, hi, Haruki.
Kaoru and I decided to meet up at a nearby park after our first meeting. Hey, why are you still dressed like a guy after coming out of the closet? Although, depending on how you look at it, you look like a beautiful boy or a beautiful woman with the long hair.
I've always liked boyish style clothes. It's easier to move around in. Besides, it's better this way, right? For me and you?
Since you've told me you're a woman, I thought you'd come dressed up in something cute and cuddly.
Well, I have that sort of things too. Oh, I see. You like cute clothes.
You are thinking of changing your clothes, are you?
I thought about that too, but I thought it was okay for now. Let's walk a little.
Then we started walking aimlessly around the park. After a short silence, I was the first one to open my mouth. Hey Kaoru, about the cause of our quarrel.
I thought you didn't want to remember that.
I just remember it. Me wanting to go to high school together, and Kaoru changing your path. I'm sorry, you changed your course of study, which means that Kaoru had something that you wanted to do, didn't you? I just realized now that I was a kid and I was being selfish, saying that I bowed my head. What kind of a best friend to get in the way of what your best friend wants to do and fight over it? I'm really sorry.
What? Wait a minute. It's not Haruki's fault. It's not your fault we got into a fight, so raise your head. That was because I didn't want Haruki to see me wearing a girl's uniform.
Yes?
So that fight was my fault. I was the one who ran away from you.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I didn't want to ruin our relationship. I knew Haruki thought I was a guy, so if I went to the same high school, I would wear the girl's uniforms, right? I was kind of embarrassed that you would see me in a girl's uniform. I thought it would ruin our relationship if you found out it was a girl.
Is that what you suddenly changed your school?
Yeah, after all, that's why we fought and stayed that way. Of course I was going to clear up the misunderstanding that you thought I was a guy someday. However, if it was going to be like this, I really regretted that I had to change my school.
Her face dropped and she gritted her teeth. I wonder how Kaoru has been feeling for the past 10 years. Ha 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 ha. Paladin of the Sanctuary, what a lot of crap.
Huh? Haruki?
Nonsense. Utter nonsense, my friend. Thank you for the 10 years of solitary journey. From now on, let us cross paths and together go beyond the abyss. I extended my hand to Kaoru after saying a few nostalgic words. Totally. It's really stupid to fight and break up with each other thinking of each other's relationship.
I agree. It's really stupid.
Kaoru took my hand and had a little laugh and tears in her eyes. We'll definitely have a laugh about this someday, best friend.
Now, best friend is... Yeah, that's right. My one and only best friend, Haruki.
And we laughed together for the first time in 10 years. What is she doing? It's been an hour since I was told to wait a bit. Kaoru left me and went somewhere. She said she had something to show me if we could reconcile. I told her it could be next time, but she said she wanted to show me and took off right away. So I didn't even have time to hold her back. Oh, I need to go to the restroom for a minute. I get up to go for a moment.
Huh? Where are you going?
I'm suddenly approached by a woman. Oh, I'm waiting for someone. I'm just going to the restroom. A very beautiful girl came to talk to me.
Oh, I see. I thought you were about to leave in a rage because I kept you waiting so long.
Why did you say that? Oh, no way.
Yep. Sorry to keep you waiting, Haruki. You didn't know who it was for a moment, did you?
There she was. Beautiful and feminine, dressed in a cute outfit.
Well, since we're here, I've prepared myself for a lot of things. How is it? Isn't it an eye-pleasing thing?
Kaoru said and took a few deep breaths.
Haruki, I'm a woman, and I want you to see me as a woman from now on. I still feel comfortable when I'm with you. That's why I want to be with you from now on. Will that come true?
This is Kaoru's confession. A of all meanings over the past 10 years, and a do-over. But if you're going to start over 10 years ago, this is not quite right for us. Kaoru, I'll reply back in a way that's right for us. Paladin of the Sanctuary, are you ready to be my lifelong companion? If you're ready, take my hand. Eternity. What? It used to come out so smoothly. Not anymore. I said it out loud myself, but I can't seem to keep it together.
I'm not sure I'm getting it right, but, well, I got your proposal.
What? A proposal?
A lifelong companion means you're going to take me as your wife, right?
Wait, hey, what I said included my play along with the...
You're so stubborn, you know that? I took this hand. Besides, an arranged marriage is about deciding who you're going to marry in the first place.
Wait, first of all, we should start dating in a decent way. And so, me and Kaoru were engaged to be married on the same day we became best friends again. Congratulations on your engagement, Haruki! A few months later, Kaoru and I officially announced our engagement. There was some sarcasm from my coworkers, but they all congratulated us, and I brought Kaoru to my parents to officially introduce her as my fiancé. I will finally have a daughter! Now, first of all, this father will give you an ear-picking...
What awesome parents you have! Don't worry about what's lying there. Just come in.
Haruki has a beautiful wife, young married woman. Nice. Mom, lend me your bat.
Okay.
No! We're engaged. Kaoru is important to me, and I want to continue to be with her.
I don't want to be apart from Haruki anymore either.
Yes, we will start walking together. Two people who had a fight and broke up over something stupid. We held each other's hands tightly so we wouldn't be separated anymore.